I'm just trying to figure out how to pin a comment. I don't know how to do this. Polls. Let's see. Okay, comment. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. Okay, I'm just setting up. Sorry, this is new to me. I don't know how to do all this stuff. Glow was supposed to help me. I don't know what happened. She ditched me. Okay. What's up, Gator? Stardust. Okay, that should be right. Now I think I can pin that. Hold on. I'm learning. Hey, Deb. I'm just trying to get this set up. Somebody was supposed. Hey, Gail. Somebody was supposed to help me. I'm still learning this. I'm usually not on this end. This was always Tina's part. I need my Tina back. So we got the. I have the bowls here in the back. Let's see. We're on YouTube too, and Patreon. Hey guys. Sunday drive. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna do some cool. We'll do some energy reads. Let me just fix this side. We're getting there. Let's see. I wanted this down a little. Maybe I can adjust it manually. How about that? There you go. That's better. All right. So what? A bunch of people were asking me to do like energy reads, so they could see where their chakras were. We've gotten this pretty perfected over the past year for doing virtual work. Just so you know, I'm talking to two different cameras. I'm trying to switch back and forth. But we are starting to do, we've been doing a lot of virtual work. We did a pilot program for 18 months to perfect this system in the virtual. We actually started doing virtual probably about 4 years ago. And I was doing random virtual lives of sound therapy. It wasn't really trending then, so it wasn't as popular basically as it is now. And when I started doing more and more virtual, I learned that we could really make an impact with people virtually, which I did not think mechanically it would work. And I did a lot of research over the past couple of years. In the last 18 months, we got the right equipment in here now. The equipment that we use is more musician equipment. So it holds the wave structures. It's an analog system. So when you are on here live, or if you did a virtual, if you wanted a personal session and you did virtual with me, you would be live on YouTube, and we could do that. Let me turn. Oh God. Ooh, sorry, that just threw me for a loop. Somebody sent me a little bit of bad news. I gotta take care of that afterwards. Whew. So tonight, what I do virtually. So we did a lot of intake stuff, and we were doing a lot of experimenting with recording for people, and doing a recording. And I found this to be way more helpful doing the recordings, because we would record it in analog, and the person would do an intake with me. I would scan their chakras in the intake on Zoom, and then I would go and record a session just for them. It was just like they were in the room. It would be recorded, and then it would be sent to them along with their intake information. And basically, it's all the information on them, what is happening in their chakras, what they could do to help each chakra. You get like a whole packet with it. It was a pretty cool process, and we're going to do another night talking about those. I'm going to see if a couple of people will let me use them. Obviously, we won't use their personal information, but we have data sheets and everything, and we could go over those data sheets and show you kind of how these work. So, oh, okay, there you are, Glow. I didn't know how to do it. Here, I'm going to make you a mod for now, just so. I think. I don't even know how to do it. I'm bad at this. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, so if so Glow's kind of helping me to do this. We had a lot of requests to do energy scans. So for $10, we're going to go through each of your chakras. I'm not sure how long each one's going to take. People's energy is different. Sometimes it does take a little longer. If I can fix anything along the way, if it's small little things, I can fix them along the way. Blocks usually take a little longer. That would be something that you would do a session for. But you can get a hold on what's going on in your energy. So we're going to do, there's root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. I have a couple other bowls that I use for regulation in the background. I do have a rattle, and I have some chimes, because really severe blocks sometimes require that. So what we're doing tonight, if you wanted to do one, you would do either a $10 Cash App to the tag that's, we have it on TikTok. So the Cash App it's the Cash App same sign, and it's Stardust Metaphysical. Let me put that in the chat up here. I can't comment because I'm not signed in. That's so weird. I'm signed in, but I'm not signed in. I'm signed in doing the live, but I'm not signed in. Can somebody put up in the comments for YouTube and Patreon? It is the Cash App symbol, and it's Stardust Metaphysical, one word. Let me see if I can pull it up, and I just flash it. Okay. Thank you guys for helping me. Thank you, Deb. Check your text. I can't do too many things at once. If you're talking, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay. Click on my name, and it should allow you. Okay. There you go. Now, how do I do it? Okay. I think I got it. Okay, so I got Teeny in there as a mod. And let me find Glow. Glow, is there a way that you set that? There, Glow, I got you. Teeny just showed me how to do it. Okay, so I got you and Teeny in there. I don't know. I know you can put like a gift. There's a certain gift you can pin. I don't know if you guys can do that. That's what I don't know. So instead, if you don't want to use Cash App, you can use the pinned. What's up? What's up? Little Green Cottage. I'm so happy I get to see you over here because I know you're not on TikTok too much anymore. Okay, so I got that. And here's the Cash App thing. So Cash App is going to show. Like, see if it shows it. So it's Michelle Scalpi, but it's the money sign, then Stardust Metaphysical. I have to figure out how I can be signed in for a chat thing on here too. What's up, Michael? So, all right, I think we're very much set up here. Let me just open this. Okay, and then put this on. Then we can start. All right. Okay. So is there anybody that wants to do it? So we start out with the root. And what it is I focus on you, right? And I play it. And I'm going to hear it in the bowl. And it does work virtually. So sound therapy works much like the double slit experiment in physics, where when you're not observing. So this is one of the problems with, like if I make a video that has the intention that I set the intention. So when I make these little micro, videos where it's doing a tone and there's an intention set in it, that's the key. And it's set in analog, so the wave stays structured, and it'll work. When you use like digital sounds, or if you're not putting an intention into it, it's the same thing as the slit experiment, where they showed waves and photons when they sent them through a screen. If they did not pay attention to them, they didn't have like kind of a rhyme or reason. But then once it was focused on, you would see basically the intent of what the watcher thought they were going to see. So the intention came out in it. So like this is the root chakra. And what happens when I focus in on somebody and I start to play it, so we would start playing the bowl as I'm focused into you. I have your name on my mind, and I'll start to hear things in the bowl. Sometimes other people can hear it. It depends. If it's really bad, sometimes people will hear that screechy noise. Or it's kind of like a tinny sound in the bowls. Glad I got to catch you tonight. Oh, cool. Yes, I'm glad you got to catch it too. So, I don't know. Download from the store. What's that? You could also do a. There's we do have Venmo if anybody needs Venmo. Just let me know when you did it. We'll go on the honor system. I don't know. Or if you want to, my PayPal, Gail. If you want to just PayPal it, it doesn't matter. You would just do $10 for like friends or whatever. It'll go right into my PayPal. Just if anybody wants to do it, just let me know, and we'll definitely do that for you. I'm pretty flexible. Okay, so our Venmo. Let me see. think. I am so not. So the Venmo is at Stardust_social. Just remember our old handle, Stardust_social. And it should be, it'll say Michelle Scalpi. You'll see a picture of me and Tina in there. If you want to do Venmo, just let me know when you did, and I'll start for you. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, Crystal. We're just getting started. Somebody's wanting to do one on TikTok, so we're kind of on both. Yeah, if you guys, if anybody who wants to do it, like I said, I know some of my regulars, you guys know my PayPal. If you want to send it to PayPal, just let me know. We'll go on the honor system. I believe you guys if you sent it, and we'll write it down, and I'll start doing one person at a time. And it's pretty cool because you could definitely hear differences in the bowls. If I do pick up on anything that's slight, I can usually fix it and hone in the frequency to get it straightened out. I'm going to let you know what chakras are off, why they're off, what happens to what is happening, why that is off. So every chakra has different there's different things. Like, for example, the solar plexus is related to your stomach, your nervous system, and your gallbladder. So when you have problems in the stomach area, that's all about your willpower. So the thing that blocks that up really quick is frustration, anger, jealousy does, and guilt is big for the solar plexus. So each one, like the heart has a lot to do with self-love and things like that. Grieving will block it up. And so each one has something different. And then usually by the end, so when I'm working with one of you, we were going to go chakra to chakra, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on. And then at the end, I can kind of give you an overall. What's the pay app? Oh, good. Teeny took over the pinning. Becky, the kids love those animals you sent to them. The baby now is like more into, Madison is more into that monkey. She loves that monkey. She carries it around. She drags it by its foot sometimes. Charlie loves that dinosaur. That dinosaur, it's very soft, so he likes to lay on it. Hey, what's up? What's up? Teeny, just let me know if anybody alerts you that they paid. And then I will go ahead and do that. Yeah, they love them. Those things are so soft. David's got his bear on his bed. He sleeps with his. But he's not one to carry it around. But Madison is starting to carry around that monkey. She likes that monkey. It's so cute. Hey, how you doing? We are doing chakra readings. There's a couple people. You're all set? Is that the first one set? Sue, Mystical, Teeny? I can't find you on Venmo. Gail, if you want, I'm going to do Sue right now, and then I'll do you next. And then if something happens, we'll just figure it out later. I trust you, girlfriend. I know where you live. All right, so we're gonna zone in on Sue right now. Mystical creature is Sue. Sue, I want you to just kind of sit back, focus in on the sound for me, okay? So we connect. No problem, honey. All right, Sue. We're gonna start with the root chakra. Your root, it sounds pretty good. There's a little bit of, I heard a little bit of tin. So it's not blocked at all. You have a little bit of stuck energy in there. I can hear a little bit in the bowl. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a nice deep breath, and I want you to focus in. You could put your dominant hand down on your root, focus in on that. Take a nice deep breath in. Think about bringing in new energy, okay? New energy into the root. Deep breath in through the nose. You hold it for a minute and savor that new energy, and then release. And when you release, I want you to keep releasing until you can't. You want to gasp for air, because you want to get rid of that air that's all in the bottom of the lungs. We do not breathe like we're supposed to. Humans breathe very shallow, and we've acclimated to that. Deep breathing, we tend not to do, and you get stuck energy down in the bottom of the lungs, which that's why most people have problems in their solar plexus and heart. Okay. Much better. Do one more deep breath. Nice deep breath. Bring in that new energy. Hold it for a second. You savor that new energy, and then you release that stagnant energy. That's all that was in there. That's pretty good. Grounding. So your grounding is about fear. Your root chakra is all about fear. So if there's something you're nervous about or afraid about, that's what will be a problem in that chakra. And you need it for physical. You need to stay grounded. So next up is your sacral. Your sacral is right under your belly button. Okay, you got one. You want one coming? Crystal is going to be up after Gail. So let me do Gail, Crystal. All right. Oh, thank you, Becky. Okay, focus into your sacral. Put your dominant hand right under your belly button. The sacral is orange. Okay, you have some blocked energy in the sacral. If you just heard that little pop up in the bowl, that is because it is trying to force the striker off of the bowl because it's not resonating with your sacral, okay? So again, we want to take a nice deep breath. We want to focus in on that sacral. The color that's associated with the sacral is orange. You want to focus in on that. Sacral is all about your passions, your intimate relationships, your relationship with your mother or your children. Obviously, we all have mothers, but some of us have children, some not. But the mother relationship between the child and their mother, that's in there. Past intimate relationships, old energy left from past intimate relationships gets stuck in there. You start to lose your creativity, you lose your passions, you don't have any hobbies anymore. Depression comes a lot when our sacral is blocked up. Nice, push it out. You're doing it, Sue. Push that out. Nice breath in, hold that new energy, direct it towards that sacral, and release that old stagnant energy. Push it out. That was a release. So that was much more controlled. A pop in the bowl like that is a release. When you hear it skipping, that's when it's pushing the resistance. So you just release some. Excellent. Okay. You can literally, I don't know if you guys can hear it, like my ears are real trained for it, so I can literally hear the sound going around that crystal bowl, and it's nice and smooth. What I listen for is resistance in the bowl. It's kind of hard to explain what it sounds like. It feels the wave gets really tight And it could go from screeching to really not even letting me play the bowl. Okay. So you did have some blockage in that sacral. We're going to talk at the end of how to keep that open. We're moving up now, above the belly button. It is your solar plexus. Solar plexus is yellow. You can put your dominant hand on your solar plexus. Okay, we're going to focus in on that. Beautiful golden. Ooh, there's some block there. Don't break my bowl, Sue. Don't break my bowl. I can hear it. I don't want to go too hard on it because this is where your block is, and that might have been what was affecting the sacral too. Sometimes if you have really bad blocks, the chakra next to it gets sucked into it. Okay. Here's where we got to work, and this is where a lot of people have. Solar plexus is one of the most popular ones that's off. So I want you to focus on your solar plexus. Focus on beautiful golden color. Put your dominant hand on your solar plexus, which is over your stomach. Your solar plexus is related to your stomach, your nervous system, and your gallbladder. So if you have problems in those areas, it means you have had a block for a long time. It does take a long time to go between having the energy block to it manifesting in physical. The Japanese figured this out 3,500 years ago, that chakras being off and blocked like this are the first symptom of illness. When the chakras are properly feeding the organs the proper frequencies, the organ can't get sick. Nice breath, Sue. Nice breath in through the nose. Fill up those lungs, hold it for a second, and then release. Out through the mouth. Push it out. So what's blocking this? This solar plexus is all about frustration, guilt, and hey Blondie, frustration, guilt, and also anger. Resentment is a big one that sits in the solar. Resentment and guilt are pretty bad. Okay, it's getting better. I guess we're doing a little tuning along. You're getting a mini tuning too. You know I always give more than I say. That's it. That's it. You got to breathe it out. Push that energy out. You have to remember, when you hold on to frustration and resentment and anger and guilt, it is like holding a vial of poison inside you. All you're doing is poisoning yourself. Nice. There's that. It's going a little fast. We want that nice and smooth. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. This helps a lot with the with this chakra. This is infused selenite bowl. I want you to hone in on this, Sue. This is regulation, and this is great for your stomach and your nervous system. Okay, we're going to give it a little shock. That's where your stress is sitting. You got a lot of stress sitting in your nervous system. You gotta really take a little bit of time and do some breath work with that solar plexus. That's your nervous system. Your nervous system's sitting in fight or flight. I can hear that in the bowl. It's more release. Good. There's that hum you want. There's that regulation. breaths in, cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let that nervous system just go into a relaxed state, okay? Nice. Hey, Dawn. Okay. This arm still doesn't work right sometimes. It's a little awkward, my broken arm. Okay, now let's listen. Take nice breaths, let it go. Yeah, you got the block cleared out, Sue. It's going a little fast. It's a little bit overactive right now, but I think it's trying to clear out energy. We'll go back to that at the end because we're going to push some energy back up. We're going to go up into your heart now. Take your dominant hand, put it on your heart. Okay, the heart's a little tight. It's just off. It's not blocked. You have a little old energy. You're holding on to something. It feels a little bit like grief. There's something that you're holding on to a little bit in the heart. Maybe, losing somebody. You gotta, you know, you're a healer. You know about. They're always with you. Oh, you never know when Spirit's gonna start jib-jabbing. Sue. Spirit wants you to ground. Spirit wants you to ground and wants you to take time to yourself. You're focusing outward way too much. Spirit wants you to focus inward. I will give you messages if they come through. I never claim to be a psychic, but sometimes when I'm playing in somebody's energy, things start coming through. And if I get clear messages, I'll let you know what they say. Okay, Deb, I got you on the list. Thank you. Right. So you're not blocked there. There's a little stagnant energy, and it's coming through. There's a little stagnant energy there for some grief that maybe you just haven't let go of yet. But it's something older. It's something older. And you also, you're focusing a lot outside of yourself and not within. So Spirit wants you to focus more inside. But your heart overall, your heart was good overall. Just a little off. Plus you probably had a little bit of tension from the solar. That solar was really blocked. We're going to go up into our throat. You want to move your dominant hand up to the throat. Put your focus in. Nice. You have a perfect throat chakra. That means you're vibrating. You're speaking your truth and you're vibrating. You're being you. That's what you need to do. That's good. You just have to spend a little more time. Spirit wants you to spend a little more time within and stop focusing on outside. You're like the message that I'm getting from your heart is that you're missing opportunities because you're too focused elsewhere. And if you focus within, those opportunities are going to become very, very, very apparent to you. That's exactly what that was all about with the heart. That's why you're They want you to focus within. We're going to move up into the third eye next. Third eye. Put your hand on your third eye, Sue, and put your focus there. Tune into the sound. Okay, this one's a little tight too. Not a big deal. Not a big deal, but it's just a little tight. Just let things flow. Yeah. This is your perceptions, and I just heard as plain as day. This is what you're looking outside. You're looking outside too much. They want you to know that. As soon as I told you, the bowl sped up. Take a nice deep breath. You got to let that go. There's something you're focused on outside yourself, Sue. That's what keeps coming through. There's something outside. And it's coming in here. We're going to do, this is going to be a little loud, so I'm going to try to get away from the mic a little bit. So I want you to focus on the bowl. Take a nice deep breath in. It's going to get loud for a minute. Much better. Much better. Sometimes you need that high octave in the same frequency to kind of to shake up that, get that sine wave more flowing, more consistent. Nice. Nice. It came right in. Good. Yeah, you got to watch that. There's something with your opportunities that are not coming because you're not paying attention. You got to pay attention within. I have to do the same thing. Like I get balled out for that one too. Okay, next is your crown. So I want you to take your hand. This thing kind of sagged a little bit. Hold on. There we go. I don't know if it's gonna do it. I don't want to. So right on top of your crown. Okay, focus in. Purple all around you. Okay, there's a little release there. It doesn't sound blocked, but there's release coming, which I think is coming from the solar plexus and that third eye. We want that release on the crown, especially when you have blocks. I do not. Okay. Read your text. Okay, I'll read my text in between, Teeny. Thank you for keeping track. So, yeah, we have Gail next, then Crystal, then Donna, and then Deb. Perfect. Okay. Everything got let go. So Sue, your solar plexus was your biggest issue. And the, spirits really is pushing for you to spend more time with yourself and pay attention to self, because something is distracting you outside and you're missing a lot of opportunities because you're too distracted outside. And it's something that is like just distracting from and keeping you it's making you unregulated. So definitely that was good. You're probably gonna feel a little lighter. You moved a big block in the solar. One on can't be scheduled for practice. Additional one on one apps can be scheduled for. Yeah, we can do. If anybody wants a one-on-one, we're doing the $10 ones now, $10 scans. Gail, I'm going to do yours next. Are you here, Gail? You ready? You ready, girlfriend? You're welcome. I want to start doing more of these lives. I like these lives because I can help people. I can hang out with you guys and help. Okay, Gail. I want you to sit in a nice, comfortable seat, Gail. And I want you to, I don't know. I need to do something. Oh, I got to grab my striker. Take a nice deep breath in, and I want you to let go of the day. Kind of roll your shoulders around. I feel like there's tension in your shoulders. I can feel some tension. Okay. There we go. All right. We're going to regulate you a little bit. All right. You can put your dominant hand right down on your root area, okay? Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Fill up those lungs. Hold it. And then release. Regulation there. Your root chakra actually sounds very good, very healthy. So root is good. That's your grounded. What clogs that up is fear. A lot of our ancestor stuff is in the root chakra too. Ancestral. Discord. But sometimes, for some reason, I just felt you needed a little regulation there, and it was okay. So we're going to move up to your sacral. Your sacral is right under your belly button. You put your hand there. The color is orange. So this is your intimate relationships, your passions. This is the womb of your creation. That's what the sacral is. This is where you create from. It's where the magic happens. Okay, there's some tin tightness. It's not blocked, but it's like there's some tension there. There's something that's left. It's probably old energy. It could be from a past relationship. It could be from any kind of issues with mom or kids. And it has to do with your passions. Take a nice breath, Gail. Nice deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, there's something in there. Let it go, hon. We're going to do a little octave. It's going to get loud for a second, okay? Better, much better. when we do those bowls and I hit it and it strikes up the octave, a lot of times that overpowers what's going on in there. That's why I do it. Because I know that people come in too and they're learning, they want to learn sound therapy too. And I'm a strong believer on whatever, if you understand what's going on in your energy and in your body, it's gonna help you. Good. Good deal. Okay. That got straightened out. Next up, it's going to be so you want to keep that healthy. You want to keep if you could cut cords, you could do meditations and stuff and cut cords with that energy that was in there. That would be a way to keep that aligned. Um, Anything like that happens in the sacral that has to do with kids or mom, if it's on one side or the other, one of the best things you can do is you practice a little ho'oponopono, and that's that I love you, please forgive me, I'm sorry, and thank you. You do a meditation, you picture yourself, you picture that other person, you thank them for the journey. And I know I had childhood trauma stuff too. This helped me a lot, is working with that. And you always have to remember that you are on the earth plane and you're dealing with egos. You're not dealing with spirits. Okay? Everybody has a beautiful soul inside them. And then we have our avatar here, which is our body. Our brain is the computer processor, and we end up programmed into the ego that we see here in the physical. So you want to go and talk to this spirit. You don't want to talk to the ego when you have problems with egos. Okay, so solar plexus. So I feel like it's coming out of your sacral. That's where the frustration is, Gail. This is your frustration. There's some kind of frustration or resentment, and it's tied to whatever's going on in that sacral. Okay? Take a nice deep breath in, fill up your lungs, hold it for a couple seconds, savor that new energy, and push that old energy out. Okay, we're gonna go up. It's gonna get loud for a second. That's what I wanted. This one's a loud bowl. And that pop like that, I was looking for a stronger pop because I know that you had a strong block there. So it's starting to fix itself right now. You can hear the bowl start to get in a more stabilized sound. Much, much better. Look at that. Nice. Work on that one for sure, Gail. Work on that one. So whatever's going in, you have to remember whatever's going on in that sacral, and only you would know, what's going on with that. That's what's affecting your sacral and your solar, and that's what you have to focus on. If you have to go into a meditation, take 2-3 minutes a day or a night before you go to bed, and just picture the person. It could be even a past relationship, that kind of thing. And there's some old energy and some old resentment or frustration with somebody or resentment with somebody. That's what you got to get rid of. You got to get rid of that stuff. Okay, this is your heart. You're going to move up to your heart. Put your hand on your heart. You have a strong heart. You have a strong heart chakra. That's good. It's very steady. We're going to get a little loud for a minute. Good. Your heart sounds good. Your heart sounds good. It was a little bit sluggish, but it wasn't, not blocked at all. Not blocked at all. Next up is your throat. Good throat. Perfect. This is nice and steady. You could correct me if I'm wrong. Just a little bit of information was just coming through. Whatever was going on, like sacral and solar, it's something that bothers you a lot, and you don't really hold back about it, but you don't want it inside you. Like that's how you try to get it out of you. So what they want you to do is they want you to focus on it and really let it go. Don't try to let go of it in your vibration and put it back out, because that vibration is going into your auric field and revibrating back into your solar and sacral. You see what I'm saying? So whatever it is, don't talk about it. This is something that you have to let go. You have to get to the point, do the Ho'oponopono, do the do some meditations with the person, and just try to get rid of that. You have to say, hey, the past is the past. I can't have this poisoning me anymore. And thank you. And I love myself too much to hold on to that stuff. And I know it's hard. Trust me when I tell you. I'm a Virgo. I used to dig my heels deep. But there is something definitely, and you're putting it out through your throat. When I did your throat, that's what I kept seeing. You're saying something, you're talking about it, whether it's self-talk or talking to somebody, and you just got to let it go. Good third eye. Good third eye. That means your perceptions are good. So you know what it is. I think you know what it is that's bothering you. And I think it's something that's just tough for you to get through. That's what it feels like. And that's okay too. But you got to start looking at it that way and start using your energy for better things. There's people that love you. There's people you love. Focus on them. Good on the third eye. And then the crown. Oh. Hand on the top of your head. Put your focus up there. Purple. It's a little overactive. A little bit overactive. But it just means it's moving energy. It's pushing, it's pushing, it's pushing. You want to let go of it. You want it. I'm going to get a little loud for a second. That's it. Let all that go. Let it go. Okay. All right. You're good, Gail. You're good. Did that make sense? Did that hit? Okay. But you started out right with the regulation. There was something kept telling me you need a regulation right away. So the next person up, we have Crystal's next, which is over on YouTube, Electra. And then we have Donna. And Donna, you came. Yay. And then we have Deb from Tennessee. Okay. You're welcome, honey. And then Dawn, Dawn's up next. Did I miss anybody, Teeny? Then Dawn. This is fun. I think we should do this at least once a week. I'm kind of I'm liking this. This is cool. All right. Why am I cold all of a sudden? There must have been some healing going on. I don't get cold unless there's like a like something's around. Spirit, maybe Dad's around. Hey, Dad, you here? Amanda was trying to send on PayPal but wasn't accepting payments on your end. That's weird. I could do it later, Amanda. I could just fix it later. Okay, so up next is Crystal. Are you ready? You're over on Electra, over on the Uber Tube. Are you there and are you ready? All right, Amanda, I'll put you on after Dawn. So I'm doing Crystal now, then Donna, then Deb, then Dawn T, and then Amanda. I'm just waiting. There's a lag over on YouTube. Unless she switched over. She said she was hiding under her blanket. Why did I get chilly? It should not be cold in here. Spirit's hanging out, I guess. It's your time. Let's go. Blondie's yelling at her. Oh, yes, I'm ready. Okay. All right. Crystal, I want you to get in a comfortable position. And just sit. And I want you to take a nice deep breath. Let the day go. Right? And you're going to focus in on the sound. So the first one, root chakra. You put your hand down your root area. I got you, girl. Okay. You're going to focus in on the sound for me. Nice grounding. Very good grounding. You have some powerful ancestral ties. You have really... Do you have Native American in you? I can't see your picture. Yeah. You're very grounded. You're very, very, very grounded, and you're very connected to your ancestors. And it's always funny. There's something special that I hear in a bowl with Native American and African American. There is a special sound that I hear in the bowl. It's crazy. It's crazy. Beautiful root chakra. I hope you're working with your ancestors. I hope you are working with your ancestors. So we're up on the sacral. Sacral, right under the belly button. Put your hand there, your dominant hand. I want you to focus there. Okay, it's a little off. There's a little stagnant energy there. It feels like just old energy you need to cut. It could be old intimate relationship. It doesn't even necessarily have to be something you think about or talk about. If you had any kind of... Everybody, we've all had past relationships, right? Sometimes that's all it is. Trying to get a feel for it. energy, push that old energy out. And you want to think about cutting the cords. Like, you know what I like to think of sometimes? So if I take a nice deep breath in, sometimes when I'm doing it, a lot of times I'll have my obsidian knives or knives in my hand. But I like to pull in like this up my body. I cross my hands and I breathe in and I hold it for a minute, bringing in that new energy, and I bring my arms down and uncross them really quick across the front of my body for that cutting feeling. And you're putting action to it. When you put action to your intention, it's much more effective. Nice. Cut those cords. It just feels like something old. Some old energy. It's not anything that's blocking you. It's not anything that's really dominant in your energy. It was just old energy. Best thing to do for that is nice deep breaths. The best thing you could do, any of you guys that had any kind of blocks going on, focus on that for at least the next 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks. If you focus on a chakra for 2 to 4 weeks, you're going to clear it. Nice. Look, sounds good now. Next up is going to be your solar plexus. Solar stomach. Put your dominant hand on your stomach. Okay, it's not blocked, but it's tight. Some frustration. Your solar is this good. You must be working on yourself, girlfriend. There's some tightness there, and it's something I think you've been working on getting rid of. So the solar plexus is all about frustration, resentment, jealousy, guilt, anger does this. It'll block your solar like this. That's why so many people have they have nervous system problems, they have stomach problems, gallbladder problems, because it's all related to that. I want you to do a nice deep breath in. We're gonna bring it up a couple octaves and knock that chakra back into place. Nice deep breath in and hold it. Ready? Release that energy out. Much better. Much, much better. It's moving a little fast, but that's okay. It's pushing that old energy out. It's pushing that old energy out. That's one of your focus areas, though. I think it's something maybe that you're working on. That's definitely a focus area to stay focused on. Your next chakra up is going to be your heart. Heart sounds good. The heart's moving a little fast too. Have you been doing any kind of energy work? I know you've been doing some sound therapy with me. But have you been doing your own energy work at home? There it goes. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Okay, throat. Ching-a-ling. We move up to the throat chakra. Only with me? Okay. But yeah, you've been pretty consistent being on. You could tell your energy's moving fast, which it's fine when it's a little overactive. It's just moving the energy. It means you're starting to focus. Once you get everything aligned, you'll start to definitely, everything will start to just go whoa, whoa. You'll hear the energy slow down a little bit. Just trying to breathe when I feel frustrated. Yes, that's it. That's because you're pushing. When you breathe like that, when you're frustrated, you're pushing that stuff out, and it gets your energy rocking because it's trying to push it out. This is your throat. You want to. Loud for a minute. That's better. You had a really, like, it was really sluggish. There was a lot of resistance in the bowl. It wasn't blocked, but there was a lot of resistance in the throat bowl. That usually means you're suppressing something. You're holding back. You're holding back something. Something's bothering you. You're not saying it. You might be doing something you don't want to do. You might be keeping your mouth shut when you really want to open it. Something along those lines. Suppression is usually when you can't speak your mind or you can't be you. Has a lot to do with your self-identity. And that's what it was. It was a lot of resistance. So that's a suppression. And it was close to a block. But it wasn't totally blocked. That's better. That's a chakra to keep an eye on. So your solar and your throat right now is going to be your spots. Next is going to be your third eye. You want to put your dominant hand on your third eye. I forgot to put my rings back on after I did the shipping. You don't have to answer me. I don't know why it's coming up. There's something that's coming up in the energy that you're doing something you don't want to do. Like there's something that you do not want to do, and you're looking for a way to change that. And that's what's affecting the throat. It's affecting your third eye a little bit too. And that would totally make sense with your solar plexus because that's your willpower and that's where all your frustration is. But you don't have to answer. You don't have to, spread your personal business on here. That's what's coming through in the energy. I'm not sure if that's right, but that's what it feels like. That you are doing something that you do not want to do, and you're trying to figure it out. Yeah. Your third eye, I want you to focus in on this. You hear how that bowl is fading out really quick? So that bowl's fading out because your third eye is taking in that energy. Let's feed it for a second. Hey, Jay. Okay. Yeah, your third eye is definitely looking for some energy. It's going to go up high for a minute. better. That's it. Yeah, see how the resonation, it's resonating now? Okay, good, 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 good. All right. Okay, crown, last one. Dominant hand on top of head. Purple, picture the purple. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Hold that new energy. And then when you're exhaling, just push that energy right up out. Get all that old energy out through the crown. Your crown sounds really healthy. It's open. You could feel that you're working on yourself. You could feel that you're working on yourself. You're like you're aware that you need it. That's all over your energy imprint. So whatever that is, so you have so you had your solar plexus, right? Your solar plexus is your willpower. Frustration fuels the blockages there. Frustration, anger, resentment kind of thing. Guilt can do it. And then your heart was good. And then we got up to your throat. And there was a lot of suppression and blockage in the throat. It was like just about blocked. So your throat is all about being yourself, doing what you want to do kind of thing, being authentic, vibrating. And that vibration, that's your vibrational imprint when you're going through your life, and it's connected to your voice when you speak. So, and that's when the energy started shifting, and I started, getting a little bit of message from spirit when we went into the third eye, and it was all about it. I could just see it. I could see the resistance in my third eye, and it was resistance of, this is not what I want, and I want something. I don't know if it's a job change or a relationship change, or you're dealing with something that maybe you've been dealing with for a long time and you just don't want to deal with it anymore. There's something that is holding that, and it makes sense with those three chakras. Your third eye is all about your perceptions. Go within. We'll go over that in some more sound therapy sessions. I'm trying to do more and more on the sound therapy and build this up and up, so we can. I'd love to be on here, 3-4 nights a week, and get the attendance up. But you definitely have to work on that, and keep like what we do in sound therapy is, you're gonna go within, you're gonna get in that temple, you got to get comfortable in that temple, and start to heal that stuff, and never like, you don't want to just like ditch something. Like if it's a job or something, you have to figure out another way. Just don't do things too rash, but work towards where you need to be. That's what I'm feeling that you need to do, is you need to work more towards where you want to be, because that is taking up way too much of your focus and attention, and that's what's throwing them off. Make sense? All right, next is Donna. Donna, you on here? You still here, ma'am? Read me. All right. Okay. Okay, you ready? Nice deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Release the day. Let go of those worries. Let go of the day. Frustrations. Root sounds good. Nice and strong. is good. Good, good. We're going to go up to the sacral. Okay, sacral. Right under your belly button. Orange. Okay, you got something going on there. I could hear it as soon as I hit the bowl. Yep, let that stuff go. Nice breath in through the nose. Hold it. Bring in that fresh energy. If you need to, bring your hands up and cut through that energy right across that solar. If you have selenite, that's awesome to do with selenite. Like I usually I know a lot of you guys have the little selenite sticks. Hold them in your hand. You take a deep breath in, bring your arms up, hold it, and then push out and bring those arms down and selenite across your body. Okay, you're coming into tune. Good, good, good. All right, that went into tune. Yeah, you had some funky going on there. All right, solar plexus, everybody's favorite. Put your hand up on your stomach, dominant hand. Oh, my little Sagittarian. Oh, let that stuff go. Do you hear that? It's very, very tight. The resonance is really, really tight. Like there's some resistance there. On YouTube. We're on two different platforms doing chakra tunings. We're over on TikTok too. All right, it's gonna get loud for a minute. Come on, hit it. There you go. Add Gator to the list. Gator, okay. You guys are gonna give me a late night tonight. All right, that sounds much better. So your sacral and solar were off. The sacral was pretty blocked. Solar, it seemed like you were trying to fix that, but it was going really fast, which means it was trying to move that energy out. So this is your heart next. Dominant hand on the heart. Ooh, the heart sounds good. Your heart sounds really good. Nice. The heart is pretty much perfect. Next up is your throat. Nice clear throat. Good. nice, strong, direct conversation, straightforward talk, confident talk. Good on the throat. Really good on the throat. Throat and heart was really, really strong. Good. You need to have really good root too. Okay, third eye. You're sucking it in, girl. Sucking it in. It's not blocked or anything. It's just hungry. Nice under hum I want to hear. Good. I didn't think to put a cushion up here. Okay, crown. Hand on top of the head. Purple. Get your crown going, girl. There's some release. Nice strong crown though, good connection. Really, really strong crown. It's like vibrating my wrists. You just had a little bit of release too. That was probably from the solar sacral. Nice. Yeah, perfect. I can feel that vibrating right into my wrist. You don't usually feel the bottom of the bowl. Nice. Loud. Donna, you're keeping up pretty good. Sacral and solar, though. Sacral and solar you have to work on. That sacral and solar was, your sacral, I think, was the main problem with it. A report card of a B+. He will give you a B+. Your other chakras were really good. Your upper chakras, your third eye was just a little hungry for sound. That happens a lot with the third eye. All right. Nice tune. I like that you guys are like getting into tune while I'm doing this. It was supposed to be a read, but I'm trying to my manager is yelling at me over here. We have Deb up next. Deb, you still on, honey? Deb. My friend Deb from Tennessee. Debbie G. You're up next. It's been a while. It's been a minute since I've tuned you, honey. Okay, there you are. Yes, ma'am. All right. All right. I want you to take a nice deep breath and let that day go. Deb and I talked about socks today. That's the conversation for another time. Okay, nice deep breath. In through the nose, hold that new energy, and then release. Grounding. Good ground. Yeah. Nice and grounded. Maybe you're getting your feet on the ground down there. That's good. That's good. That's good. I want to say, if I remember correctly, you used to have issues with your solar and heart sometimes, I think it was. Okay, next one up is going to be the underneath your belly button, your sacral, orange. Ooh. Nice and smooth. Nice. You sounded really good today. Let me talk to you. Yeah. Sacral is nice and healthy. Nice. Okay, let's go up to your favorite, the solar plexus. Put your dominant hand on your stomach area. Hone in on it. There it is. That's a release. It's moving fast, which means it wants to move the energy. You got a little bit of a block there. It's not horrible, but it's there. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold it, bring in that new energy. And then push that old energy out. Just keep pushing that breath out until you empty those lungs out. Get that old energy and stagnant air out of the bottom of those lungs. It's going to get loud for a second. Nice. Hear the difference? Isn't that so freaking cool? That's why I love sound therapy. You can literally hear it. I still say I'm lost with the dominant hand. Lost with the dominant hand. The hand you write with. Dominant. The one you use all the time. Like I'm right-handed. You put it all over. Good, Deb. You just released that. Nice. Nice. Heart chakra. Dominant hand. Righty. I'm a righty. Put on your heart. If you're lefty, you put your left hand on your heart. Jay, are you busting my chops? You wouldn't do that, would you? Okay. Heart is, there's some resistance there. It's a little tight. It's not blocked. Energy's moving fast through it. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Fill up those lungs. Hold that new air in your lungs for a minute. Second, not a minute, you pass out. A couple seconds. Savor it, and then push it out. It's gonna get loud for a minute, everybody. Much better. No more squeaking. I'm very ambitious. You gotta go with your intuition then, Jay. All right, I wanna give you a little. It's the block's gone out of there, but I want to give you a little regulation in there. It needs it. Okay, focus in on this sound, Deb. That's it. That heart regulation, it's coming from the heart where you're not regulated. I think it's because you miss me. Breath in, hold that new energy for a second, and then let it go. Push out. Let that heart get regulated. beautiful. I just want to check it. Yeah, it's perfect now. Nice. Next, we're going to go up to the throat chakra. You can put your dominant hand on your throat if you need to. It's a light blue. That sounds good. Throat sounds good. Very, very good. Let's move up to your third eye. Ooh, nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And then the last is your crown chakra. It's good. Connected. Ooh, thank you for that. Oh, look at a jellyfish. That's cool. That was amazing. Who did that? Who did that? Glow did that? I never saw jellyfish before. Perfect. You got it. You got it. Deb, you're doing really good. I know crown, I think, it used to be one of your trouble areas too, if I'm remembering correctly. So you had solar and a little bit of heart. That heart was that's regulation, and it kind of feels like I kind of feel, I was joking with you saying you missed me, but I feel like you missed somebody, and it's probably your daughter. I know your daughter's down in Florida. I thought it was a mess. No, not too bad. The solar had some blockage, but yeah, like there's just a little bit. The heart was off. It felt like sadness, like when I was doing it. I miss her. Yeah, that's what it felt like, and that's why I teased a little bit. I said that's because you missed me, but that was what I was feeling, was a missing feeling. And then, as I thought about it, I know your daughter's down in Florida. Yeah. Cool. Jay. You can yell at me, Jay, if I'm not explaining something right. I'm very good at explaining things like 9 different ways. I'm a Virgo. That's a Virgo's superpower. Okay, so next up is Deb was next. Dawn T is next. Got a lot of D's tonight. It's the D. Dawn, you ready? You ready, honey? You're welcome, Deb. You're welcome. Send the jelly so we could do Ken's chakra checkup. Let's get some stardust in. Okay. All right. Ken's going on the list. You're on the list, Ken. You are right after Gator. So we got Dawn T, Amanda, Gator, Ken. Okay. Okay, I got Dawn. All right, Dawn, take a nice deep breath. Let that day go. In through the nose. Hold it for a second. Bring that new energy in. And then release it. You don't have a block in the root. It's tight. It's very tight in there. So it means that there's resistance. When I say that, it's like it's hard for me to explain what I hear. And that's what it feels like. It feels like the sound is like really tight against the bowl and it's not waving, which just means there's resistance. So I want you to take a nice deep breath and focus in on that root chakra. Take a nice deep breath through your nose, hold it, and then release that old energy. It's stagnant energy, that's what it is. Okay, it's gonna get loud for a second. I don't know if you guys can hear what I hear. Like when I hit it and that octave goes up, I'll wait for the octave to slow down and start to go in sync with the lower bass tone of the bowl, the lower octave of the bowl. And now, see? It goes in. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Next is your sacral. So you want to put your dominant hand underneath your belly button. The color is orange. Strong sacral. That's because you're a very creative person. Good. Your sacral's really, really healthy and strong. Nice. I feel like it just came through. I feel like, with things going on, I think your bond with your mother is very, very strong right now. That's what it felt like coming through that bowl. Felt like very, very strong bond with your mother right now. So next up is your solar plexus. Put your hand up on your stomach. We're going to zone in on that. It is yellow. Beautiful golden yellow. Your solar's actually in good shape, Dawn. It's moving a little fast. It's moving a lot of energy, but you got a lot going on right now. No block. I don't hear any resistance even. It's just fast. No, nice, strong. Your energy is moving really fast through it. You've been doing the work for a long time. That's one of the most healthy solar plexus I've heard in a long time. Solar's hard. My solar goes off too. Next is going to be heart. Put your hand on your heart. Take a nice deep breath. Okay. You have a lot of discord in the heart. It's understandable. You got a lot going on. We're going to go up. It's going to get loud for a minute. Starting to move the energy a little faster. We're going to put a little regulation in that heart. Let me regulate it a little bit. You gotta, I know a lot's going on, but you should take a couple minutes and work with your heart every night and just process and heal, process and heal, so it doesn't build up and get a blockage, okay? Just zone in on that regulation sound. Throwing off your heart. It's more of a regulation problem than it is a out of alignment problem. It's a little two different things. Oh, nice. Isn't that cool, Crystal? You gotta, Dawn, you gotta let some of that stress go. You just gotta let some of that stress go, and I know it's hard, but you gotta take a few minutes to yourself every night and just take some nice deep breaths and regulate that nervous system. Good. That sounds much better. Let me just check your heart again. See, perfect. It's moving a little bit fast, but that's okay. It's normal for what's going on. Good night, Crystal. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to try and come back on again on Friday. Nice. Beautiful, Dawn. Next up is your throat. Throat's perfect. Perfect pitch on the throat. Okay, next up is the third eye. There was a little release out of that. It's open though, it's moving. To the crown. Put on your crown, girl. Nice strong crown too. You're doing really good, Dawn. You're doing really, really good. Beautiful. You just needed that regulation. You needed that regulation really bad. And that's something I wanted to try to get some more videos done this weekend where I could get it up on YouTube and up on TikTok. That I can do like I'm gonna do like a full regulation video on both of them. Because that is something that you guys can use. You're pretty aligned though. You're pretty aligned. Amanda, you're up next. Are you here? How you feeling, Dawn? Oh, good, good. Yeah, take a few minutes to yourself and just, take some breaths into the heart. And, you're going through a lot now. Don't be hard on yourself and don't stress yourself out too much. You do what you can do. Yeah, yeah. But your mama was in that sacral. I'm telling you, I could feel a strong, strong bond there. Your mama's with you. And yeah, just take some time for yourself every night, even if it's 3 minutes. Just sit down, take a couple breaths into your heart. Say, I love you, Dawn. and yeah, just get that. It's regulation. It's regulation with your heart more than alignment. And it's your nervous system. It's your nervous system in a little bit of stress, and you're going through something right now. So it's normal, but you got to take care of yourself so don't build up. All right, Manda, you are up next, girlfriend. I want you to sit. Take a nice deep breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Let the day go. Hold in the new energy. You're going to let everything go from the day. Okay. Focus in on the bowl. We're going in the root first. A lot of stagnant energy there, Amanda. A lot of stagnant energy in there. Take nice deep breath. I want you to push that out. Take a nice deep breath in. Pull in that new energy. Hold it. And push it out. That's better. You gotta get grounded. You gotta get your feet on the ground. Hug a tree. Trees are one of the best ways to ground. I like that. No feet, no shoes. Feet on the ground and hug a tree. I like to ask or put my back up against a tree. And I ask the tree for information, downloads. All right, next up is your sacral. Put your dominant hand underneath your belly button. Your sacral's actually really good. Your sacral's perfect. Sacral sounds really, really good. That was like pitch perfect. We did sacral work this week though too on the sound lives. Next is solar plexus. Ooh. A little afraid to keep going on that bowl. You might break it, Manda. Come on, take a nice deep breath in. Bring in the new energy. Bring it right into that solar plexus. Let it go. You gotta let that anger go. Let that frustration go. Let that resentment go. Guilt. This is one of your trouble spots. It's gonna get loud. It's not blocked right now and it's starting to go fast. This is something you should be working on today. Like when after you get done here, give attention to your solar plexus and do some breath work like we taught. I teach on the. I want to make videos for each chakra and put them up on all the platforms. So that way you guys can hone in Yeah, it's okay now. Energy's moving a little fast in there because it's trying to clean that out. So make sure you concentrate. We're moving up into the heart now. The heart is off. It's not blocked. There's some stagnant energy in there. You want to cut those cords away with that. Take a nice deep breath in. New energy into the heart. It's about to get loud. Release that energy. It's going to get loud. Nice deep breath in, Amanda. Hold on to that new energy. Release the old. There you go. That went into right in. Nice. That's another one of your trouble spots too. You got to work on that self-love thing. You should be talking in the mirror like we talk about. Next is up on your throat. Throat sounds perfect. That's all that jibber jabbing. Man is jibber jabbing. See, it keeps your throat chakra nice and clear. We're moving up into your third eye. It's tight in the third eye, which means there's some resistance there. I feel like it's associated with your heart, though. It's your perceptions. When you're pulling your perceptions from outside of you instead of within you, it will mess up your third eye. You want all of your stuff coming. It's hungry too. It's taking the vibration. It's gonna get loud. Third eye's in. And then we have crown. Crown's open. Crown sounds really good. So you had issue, it's your solar and your heart. Your solar was the worst, and then your heart. Your third eye was restricted. So your third eye is restricting up because you're looking outside too much and not enough inside. But your crown is open. That's good. That means things are releasing, which is a really good sign. So you want to work on that. You want to work on that solar tonight. You should be working on that every night, Amanda, because you have the issues in the solar and have manifested physical issues with that. So you want to definitely, when you start to have stomach problems, skin problems, nervous system problems, and stuff like that, that is solar plexus related. That's your solar plexus has been out and blocked for so long. It's been beyond off and not aligned. It gets blocked, and it's been blocked for so long that you're not getting any frequency to those organs. Have a great night. You too, Jay. You too, Jay. So next up is Gator. Gator, Gator. You here, Gator? We got Gator and Ken left. And then we're going to call it a night. There's nobody after that, right? Gator and Ken. Okay, Gator. Gator. I don't know why I keep putting that bowl so far away. Okay, I want you to take a nice deep breath, Gator. I want you to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And I want you to hold it for a minute. All new energy, new beginnings, new opportunities. You hold it for a minute and savor that new energy. And then you want to release the old. You want to get rid of the old energy. Do another deep breath. In through the nose. Hold it for a second. And then release out of the mouth. Beautiful root energy. Beautiful ancestral root energy. Yeah, you have it. You have, there's such deep tones in your ancestral. Beautiful root. You're very grounded. And you're Sagittarius too, right? Sagittarius. You guys are very good at not falling into fear, and you have hesitation with caution, but not fear. And that's really good in Sag. Yeah. Really good root. Strong root. Strong root. So now we're going to move up to your sacral, right below your belly button. The color is orange. You can put your dominant hand there. Ooh. Problem area. Sacral has been the thing all month. And I'm telling you, this moon, right? The moon circle, we got the pink moon. The pink moon is all about divine feminine. Stepping into their power. It's sacral. It's like everybody needs the little tune up in their sacral. 2025 was a hard year. Okay, I want you to take a nice deep breath in, okay? Deep breath in through the nose. Hear that? That's a release. Bring in that new energy, passion, your passions, your dreams, manifesting. Bringing your ideas to life. This is your creative. The sacral is your sacred creation, your sacred womb of creation. You got to focus on this and start working on this. This is a very important chakra for what you're doing over there. You don't want that blocked up like that. Okay, we're going to take another deep breath, and it's going to get loud, so be prepared. Nice deep breath through the nose. So grounded. You got to learn to move that energy because you're so grounded and you have such a strong root. You got to learn to pull that root energy right up into that sacral and regulate it. Much better now. You hear a difference in the bowl? No squeaky. It's moving a little bit quicker than it should. Not crazy, but yeah. So sacral is one of your areas you got to keep focused on, Gator. And that's your creative spark. That is your creative spark, and that's, I know you've been working on stuff. So next up is going to be your solar plexus, right over your stomach. Block, really bad block. That's your willpower. That's your willpower. That's all frustration right there. That's all I feel is frustration right now. You got to take a nice breath. Take a nice breath and let that shit go. Take a nice breath in through your nose. Focus it in your hand. Put your dominant hand onto your solar plexus. I want you to focus to that beautiful golden yellow solar plexus. Take a nice deep breath in. Fill your lungs up nice and full. Hold it for a couple seconds. Savor that new energy. And then release out of the mouth. And keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Push all of that air out until you got a gasp for air. You want to get rid of all that old stagnant air. Here's what happens, especially with the solar plexus, okay? Your solar plexus, your lungs are right above the solar plexus there. You get stagnant old air in your lungs. Breath work is one that I never believed it when I first started doing healing work and I got into my spirituality. I hated breath work. And I didn't understand it, so I never wanted to do it. It didn't resonate with me until one day it just did, and I started doing breath work. It's game changer. It is a game changer. We do not breathe like we're supposed to breathe. We breathe very, very shallow, and we never clean that old stagnant air out, stagnant energy out of our lungs. When you're breathing, your breath is your life. That is your spirit breathing in and out of your body. Spirit going in, cleansing, purifying, releasing the garbage. It's part of your energetic system. It's very, very important. I think we got to do some breath work stuff on here. Okay, it's going to get loud for a minute. I want you to take a nice, one more deep breath. Deep breath in. That's a nice release. Ooh, it's buzzing. We don't want that buzz. I want to sound like an alarm clock in there. What are you doing, Gator? It's getting there. It's getting there. We gotta do one more breath, okay? It's almost gone. One more breath. Nice deep breath in. Much better. Much, much better. There you go. Listen how beautiful and strong it is now. Consistent. Beautiful, beautiful, Gator. That block got out of there. I'm glad I could, sometimes blocks don't always move that quick. We're moving up to the heart, Gator. Put your hand on your heart. Good heart. Nice. Your heart's actually really nice. Really strong. Consistent. Perfect. Good, good, good. You got, next up is your throat. You want to put your hand on your throat. Nice. Your throat's like perfect. Perfect, perfect. Good confidence, good posture. You're vibing, you're being authentic. That's what you need. That's it. That's what keeps this chakra Authenticity keeps that throat chakra really good. When you don't suppress yourself, that sounds really good. Next is third eye. I think most of your problems was down there. What was that? The heart and solar, right? Or sacral? Nope, it was sacral and solar. Had a lot of that tonight. Okay, that's a little bit of release from the third eye. That's your perceptions. When you get that release, usually something's going on. There's some energy that needs to be released, and it's telling you that to stop focusing on something. There's something you're focusing on, and you're not putting focus on yourself and focus on moving forward and what you're doing. You're putting too much focus on something that is the past now, which I kind of think I know what that relates to. I don't know if you understand that. It's telling you to stop focusing back there. It's gonna get loud. Good. Good. Nice. Okay. All right, and then the crown. Okay. Focus on the top of your head. Purple. Ooh, nice connection. Nice deep hum, Gator. This is good. You have very strong connection. You had a very strong root, strong heart, and strong crown. You have to get that solar, and you're working on things right now. That's the sacral solar. But it's good. You got to get those blocks out of the way. You got to keep your eye on that. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful. Definitely do some breath work with that solar plexus. Do some cord cuttings with that sacral. Get rid of that energy. I know you definitely got some selenite. You've been around me long enough to know you got to have selenite. Grab 2 pieces of that selenite. Take a nice deep breath in, right? While you're going in, cross your arms and bring them up. In through the nose, hold it for a minute, and bring those arms down with that selenite right across your sacral and your solar. And let it go. Breathe in. Cut it. Breathe in. Cut it. Keep doing that. Yeah, you had a bad block. You had a bad block. You had a really bad block in the solar. Sacral was blocked, and your solar was screeching. I think it buzzed. It buzzed like an alarm clock. Ken, you did great though. You did great. Everything did clear. Everything did clear. So, now, like, these are like mini sessions where I can get the chakra to go in, but you guys got to keep it up. You got to keep your focus on it. Focus on that solar. Do the cord cuttings with the selenite. Just focus on it. Wear yellows, stuff like that. Yellow and orange. You like those colors, don't you? Yellow and orange. That's some blondie colors, too. Who's next? Ken is next. Where's Ken? Is Ken here? Ken is the last one. There you go. You need to wear those colors more and be focused on them. Just be aware of it. He says, over here. Tapping away. All right, Ken. You got to relax. Tell Glow to tap. You got to relax. I need to take a nice deep breath. I want you to take a nice deep breath and just let the day go. I want to be after. All right, I'll fit one more person in Because you know I love you, Betsy. Betsy, you're in after Ken. All right. Ready, Ken? Nice deep breath. Let the day go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You want to take a nice deep breath in, and you want to hold it and savor it for a couple seconds. You're bringing that new energy in. You're setting that intention into it, and you're releasing the old out of the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You have a really strong root chakra, but it's a little tight in the sound, which means that it's a little, you're in a resistance a little bit. So it's not like a block. It's more like just some discord in there. There might be a little fear surrounding something. It's gonna get loud for a minute. We're gonna break that. Listen to that. What a beautiful hum. Ken, I know you have Puerto Rican, right? Do you have Native American? I'm hearing you got really good ties to your ancestors. Ecuadorian and Puerto Rican. You got really tight ancestor. Really, really tight ancestor. Strong. You should be working with them. You gotta get with Betsy. Let Betsy tell you. Somebody's around you. You definitely have a guide around you. All right, we're moving up into the sacral. That's right below the belly button. That has to do with all of your passions and goals. It has to do with past intimate relationships and your current intimate relationships. It has to do with your relationship with your kids and your relationship with your mom. It's a little tight. There's no blockage there. There's no blocks there. It's tight though, which just means there's a little discord. You want to do something a little creative maybe to clean that up. Everybody laughs, but I'm telling you, get a Mandela book and some coloring pencils, or TikTok has those cool markers that don't bleed through, so you don't ruin the one on the other side of the paper. And they have glitter pens too. I like glitter pens. Okay, it's gonna get loud for a minute because we're gonna get rid of that tightness there. Strong lower chakras. Really strong lower chakras. A lot of people have issues in the lower chakras. Okay, here's where your issue's coming in. I can already hear it. I need you to take a nice deep breath. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. I want you to fill those lungs up. Totally. Hold it. Savor that new energy. Direct it towards your solar, and then release. Push it out through the mouth. Push, push, push. Get it all out. Empty those lungs out. Get rid of that old stagnant energy. That's your willpower right there. Nice deep breath in. One more time. Deep breath in. Hold it. Release. Push it out. Push that shit out. Listen to how those bowls go deep for you. I feel like you bring my bowls down a whole octave. All of them. Very nice low bass in the bowl. That was a bad block though. You moved it. It's a little overactive right now, but that's okay. It's just clean. It's doing its thing. It's cleaning that energy out. You gotta definitely do some work on that solar. And all you have to do, you could ask Glow the humming technique. Use like tiger's eye. Use what do I feel for you? You know what you need? You need some bumblebee jasper. You gotta remind me when I see you next time. You need bumblebee, because bumblebee is it's sacral and solar. And it's a really creative stone. You got to get your creative groove going. And that, because that it is. It's just I think you have a lot of stagnant energy. You just need to get your groove going. That's it. You got to do something creative. You're not meant to have a 9-to-5 job, Ken. You're meant to do something creative. And you tear yourself between being responsible and go try to do a 9-to-5 thing, or you know, you want to do something creative. Do something creative. You'll get there. You'll figure out a way to make a living. It's there for you. All right, we're moving up into your heart. You got a lot of tightness in the heart. It's old energy. It's old energy. You gotta release that. You gotta tell Glow to give you some selenite and release that out. That's old stuff you're holding on to. Take a nice deep breath in and hold it for me. It's going to get loud. Push that stuff out. It's old energy. And not old energy in the sense that it is, love doesn't get old, put it that way. Love doesn't get old. The hurt, the pain, the sorrow, the guilt, those things are old energy, and you got to get rid of them. The love part doesn't get old. The love part feeds. Love always feeds. Nice. Your heart sounds beautiful now. Beautiful, beautiful. Now your throat chakra. Throat sounds good. Almost perfect. It's a little bit hyper, but it's okay. Sometimes that's just energy. That might be energy moving up from the heart right now that is trying to get rid of. The other chakras sometimes will jump in. This is your third eye. That was a little bit of a release. That means you're focusing outside of yourself instead of inside. Don't focus too much on the outside. When you get releases out of the third eye, it means you're paying too much attention to the outside and not the inside. It's good though, it's healthy. Want a little bit more resonance to it. There, that's starting to resonate with you now. There you go. Good. Sounds beautiful. A lot of people's third eye, there's quite a few people that had a hungry third eye tonight. So the last one is your crown, top of your head. Purple is the color. And that is your connection to source and letting all of this stuff go. Strong. Good. You got a good connection. You have a male guide around you. It's either it's ancestor. You'd have to talk to Betsy about that, but it's either an ancestor or guide. Somebody very strong around you, male. Very connected. Yep, you have to focus in on that solar plexus. That solar plexus, I believe the heart is just some old energy. You're really grounded, and your lower chakras are, which is like, that's hard. Lower chakras are usually the problem. More so than the uppers. People tend to not ground, and people that, especially that get into their spiritual part of their journey. Like, I was the same way. I didn't want to ground. I didn't want anything to do with earth life. I wanted to astro travel and do things. You sounded pretty good though, Ken. You got to work on that solar plexus. Solar plexus is all about the willpower, and you have creative energy in you, and you're not following it. Yeah. You're focusing on something outside. You're not a 9-to-5er, dude. Yeah, you are an artiste. You have to find your creative flow. You have a creative flow, just like Glow. Glow found where she belongs. She's got to make it work. You have to find what makes you happy, where you're happy, and where your knowledge is, and where you want it to go, and make it work. Like, you guys are both working at the same thing, and it's great that you have a partner that, is working the same thing, and she's getting there. And she'll drag your ass. Betsy, you still here? You're welcome, babe. Betsy, you ready? I told him that in his last reading. Betsy, you can't make this shit up, right, Betsy? You're so welcome. All right. Oh. Crazy. All right, Betsy, I want you to sit back. I want you to let the day go. Get rid of it. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Bring in that new energy. Hold it for a second. Savor that new energy. Focus it into the body. Let go all the old crap. Root chakra. Nice and grounded. Let's go up to your sacral. Let's see what's going on in there. How's your divine feminine doing during the pink full moon? Underneath the belly button, dominant hand. Ooh. Nice, Betsy. Very, very good. That's your sacral, your womb of creativity. You've been working yourself there and using your creative and using your talents and your gifts. That's why that's right on. That's spirit all day long telling you you're on. You're doing it. All right. Solar plexus, belly. Oof. That's your willpower. All right, I need you to take a deep breath. This one's blocked. Okay, nice deep breath. Hold it in. It's going to get loud. Release. Push it out through your mouth. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Get rid of all that stagnant energy, that frustration, that anger, that people pissing you off. Get it out. That's much better. You got to remember, nobody stands in your way. You are divine. You create your reality. Nobody stands in your way. Nice deep breath in. Breathe in that energy. New opportunities, new beginnings. You are the boss. You're the creator. Hold it for a minute. Focus it into that solar plexus. Let it go. Let go of that old energy. You got this. All right. Much better. Look. It's sped up because it's cleaning out. It's cleaning house. That's that frustration. That's that frustration. We all got that thing going on, huh? All right, next up is it going to be your heart. Hand on your heart. Focus in. Beautiful emerald green. Betsy, this is the best I think I've ever heard your heart. I like it. It's deep. It's got a low bass. Because usually we get the message that you need to focus on you, don't we? But you've been focusing on you. You've been doing it. It sounds amazing. Nice steady tone, nice consistency in the heart. That's great. Next up, you got the throat. You should have no problem here. You're one of the most authentic people I've ever seen. Yeah. I don't think you've ever had a problem with your throat. Betsy tells you like it is. Yeah, perfect, like perfect pitch in your throat. You're being yourself, you're being authentic. Next up is third eye. Yeah, same thing. You use your third eye like, 4 times a week, 3 times a week? Well, that's for everybody else. You personally, 7 days a week. Perfect third eye. Let's check your crown out. It might have been just that solar. You gotta. Everybody's got that. A little bit of release in the crown. That's okay. That could be that solar energy coming out. Nice deep breath in through the nose. I want you to hold it. Focus on your crown. It's gonna get loud. Crack that crown Nice low hum. Nice bass on. Yeah, there you go. Whatever that was, that released out. I bet you that was your solar plexus energy. I'm going to check it real quick. Because I think that's what it was. Connection, like super, super powerful there. Betsy. Let's check. Yeah. Yeah, well, that stuff released out of your solar. Nice. Nice, nice. Betsy, you come a long way. I've been working on your chakras for what? 6 years, 7 years? Probably about 7 years. I gotta put this up a little bit so I can see it. I gotta get like I do have another screen. I just don't have it on. Yeah. Yeah, you're solar. You're solar. I know that you had I remember other stuff going on here and there because I'm around you all the time. But yeah, the solar. You got to get rid of that frustration. You got that frustration, that anger, that you got to get rid of that, especially with other people. Bah. You guys got to put your hand up and say, "Done. Go focus on yourself." And I know you've been doing that a lot. I know you've been coming here a lot. If anybody's on here, go follow Betsy. She does readings. She does $10 readings. They're freaking phenomenal. They are freaking phenomenal. I'd be growling. You do. You do. But you know what? I'm so proud of you because you have been focused on yourself. I know that it came up in your reading and your tunings a few times. You know, about just you need to focus on you, and you're finally doing it. You're finally doing it. You're finally saying, F you. I'm doing this. And that's what you got to do. Yeah, Betsy is Ascension Warriors 333 on TikTok. She goes live all the time. She's really good. I go on there and check my energy every once in a while, but she is always dead on. Like it's crazy. You're welcome. Is it too late to get one? Do you want one, Lisa? I could do one for you. I'll do another one. I'm all right. I'm not pooped out yet. Let's see. Did you send it through Cash App or? Okay. Where the heck did my? There it is. Sending Cash App now. Okay, no problem. Oh, no. Betsy, you're good. Betsy, you're good. You're good. I got you. You got it, Lisa. Yeah, I had fun tonight, Blondie. I had fun. I didn't even get a chance to tune you. We're going to have to do this again. Maybe we'll do it again on Friday night. Maybe we'll do this for like, I don't know, an hour and a half or something, and then we'll do something else. Yeah, Betsy, I have to do this for you once in a while because I grab you in the hallway and say, "Hey, can you throw some cards for me?" all the time. I owe you some tunings. Yeah, I like doing this. And in the beginning, I wasn't sure. Like I got a little faster at it, so we can breeze through them. But yeah, it's the energy's flowing really good, and even the chakras are clearing. People just have to learn to keep it up, and at least they know what to focus on, where the problems are. So we got one more. We're just waiting on, and then this was a fun night. This was fun. My wrist. I don't know if it's from. Oh, I know what this is from. Do you know I had to take Jet Robo Batman? That's what Charlie named his dog. So we got him obviously as a puppy. He was 8 weeks old. It was December. He has been in house. Like he hasn't been out anywhere because for one, he needed to get his shots and I didn't want him around other dogs except for ours. So he has not been out of our house or yard since we got him. He had his first vet appointment to check his suitcases in the back to see if they were ready to be taken off. And to get his rabies shot and, just his checkup and everything, his nails did. Well, let me tell you something. This dog freaked out so bad that I took him out of the house. He didn't want to leave the house with the other dogs. So I had a choke collar on him at first because he and Piper wrestle in the yard and Piper chews off his nylon collars and then he eats them and gets sick. He almost went to the dog hospital last week and then he threw it up. So he can't have the nylon ones right now because the other dog is biting them off of him and then he's eating them. So I had to go get a choke chain so he at least had tags on him. And I went and got that. We put that on him. I go to get him out to the truck. He planted himself. He wouldn't go. I had to carry him. End up carrying him. And I wrestled him into the car. Would you do a search? What do I? Oh, okay. It's let me tell you. Sorry. It's Stardust, Stardust. So you just put the money sign, Stardust, Metaphysical, all one word, METAPHYSICAL. So it's the little cash sign, Stardust, Metaphysical. And then you'll see it says Michelle Scalpy. You'll see my little logo. I don't know if you can see that. You'll see my logo there. His suitcases. So I wrestled him in it. And then I had to wrestle him back out of the car into the vet's office. I had to carry him like a block because you can't park. It's on-street parking. And it's always a mess over there because it's over by the college. So I had to literally carry him, 63-pound dog, down to the vet's office, up these stairs, and in. And then he decided to hate everybody in the vet's office because he didn't know where he was. Oh, thank you, Ken. So I wrestled. That's why my wrist and my arms hurting tonight. I was like, why am I hurting so bad? Yeah, he gave me a run for my money. And then he wanted to eat the vet. And my vet is so good. Like, he's the best vet. And I am so upset because he's getting older and he's talking about retirement. I'm like, you can't retire. There's certain customers you got to take care of. I'm going to get you some Fountain of Youth stuff, and we're going to make sure you're well preserved. He's so good. He's so good. Lisa, I don't know if you want to do, somebody said that PayPal wasn't working. I don't know if you want to do Venmo, if that's not working for you. Oh, there it goes. I got you, girl. I got you. All right. Oh, wow. You guys are liking me up tonight. I love it. I got you, Lisa. Are you ready? You let me know when you're ready. I'm not sure. Yep. Okay. Okay. I want you to get comfortable. I want you to get comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And I want you to hold that nice fresh energy for a couple seconds. And then I want you to exhale out of your mouth, pushing all of that old energy, pushing the energy of the day out of you, letting your shoulders fall. And just relax into the sound. So you're energy. There's some old energy in there. It's very, very strong. Very, very strong energy. But you have some old stuff in there. It's going to get loud for a minute. I want you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. Let it go. Get rid of that old energy. That's much better. Something was there that was just old. It's stagnant energy. Just something really stagnant. What affects the root? So you have ancestral root there. So sometimes it's not even yours. Sometimes it's coming through your ancestry lines. Fear is one of the biggest things in there, though. Fear and self-doubts. And it was an old energy. It's not anything new. It's not something that's current, that's in your energy. It's something that was just suppressing that chakra. It was old and just stagnant, and you just didn't release it. Sometimes you just need a little Reiki or a little tuning or orgone or Rife technology, any of the energies, just to get stuff moving sometimes. So we're going to move up into your sacral now. Sacral's right below the belly button. This is your womb of creation. This has everything to do with your relationship with your mother. If you have children, the relationship with your children, particularly daughters, mothers and daughters, very, very strong in the sacral, their bond. The other thing in the sacral is your intimate relationships, both current and past. A lot of us do not cut cords and get rid of old energy from the past. Especially in relationships, we might forget about the person and think that they're gone and we don't care, but that energy is in us and we need to release it and cut it away. Your sacral is all about passions, your dreams, your passions. It's your creative, it's your womb of creation. It's where your energy brings the ideas to bloom. There's a little tightness in there. I just heard it. I knew I was hearing something. Again, this feels like old energy. Did you happen to have any old energy? Was there something older maybe with your mom? It's because it's weird that you had that ancestral. It feels like the same energy. And usually that has to do with ancestry is in the root, and then sacral is about mom. But it feels old. It doesn't feel like something that's current that you're going through currently. We got to clear this though. We're gonna do that. But with an X maybe. There could have been some kind of old energy from the root, because it's based on however the relationship was. So it absolutely could be. If there was anything to do with like uncertainty and fear and like anything like that, like a crazy relationship, that could very well be, because that's what prompts it in the root. Okay, we're going to cut away his energy, okay? I'm going to show you something real quick. You don't need to have selenite, but if you have selenite, it's great when you have selenite. So I want you to put your arms straight, like kind of straight out. And I want you, when you take your deep breath, you're going to pull your arms in and across, like right over your chest like this, okay? Take a nice deep breath in. You're going to fill up those lungs. You're going to hold it for a minute and bring all the new energy into that sacral. And then you're going to let go. You're going to push out through the mouth. And I want you to bring your arms down right across your solar and your sacral and cut those cords. That's going to be your focus and your intent while I play, okay? So go ahead. Take a nice deep breath in. Let's get rid of that. Hold it. Focus it in on that sacral. It's going to get loud. Push it out. Cut those cords. You hear the difference in that bowl? A huge difference. You had a lot of suppression in there. Your sacral is very, very strong. This wasn't playing like that before. You just cut some crap out of you that probably needed to be out of there for a long time. Take some cleansing breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You did good. You did good. Like anybody that is listening, if you have had old relationships, especially bad trauma relationships, all that stuff, you gotta cut those cords. You gotta get rid of that. Beautiful now. Beautiful. That should open up. If you've had any creative blocks or anything like that, you're gonna open right up now. Watch for opportunities. When you cut cords like that, especially in the sacral, and you get rid of that old energy and in the root, watch for new opportunities now. Something's gonna, because that was blocking you. That had you stuck. That had you stuck. That's what I feel in that. Okay, so here now it moves up into your solar. Okay, your solar plexus. That's your stomach, your nervous system, your gallbladder. Here's where the block is. You had a lot of resistance in there. That was old energy. Here's where your block is. Hear that? Like, I hear that. That's like nails on a chalkboard to me. Okay, we're going to do another nice deep breath. So the solar plexus, right, is frustration, anger, resentment, guilt. Those are the things. If that is associating with the same problem that you think that is with the sacral, it could be. This, though, I have to tell you, I have to be honest, this feels more current. There's something frustrating you. Something's frustrating you. You're resenting something. It's somebody it feels like is frustrating you. All right, we're going to take a nice deep breath. Ready? Nice deep breath in. Hold it. It's going to get loud. Release. Push it out. Push that. Get rid of that stuff. That's like poison. Get rid of that frustration. Focus on you. Don't focus on outside. There you go. Much better. Take a couple cleansing breaths. 3 in repetition. Want to clear that energy out? We're going to do one more breath because this was a pretty deep block. Ready? Nice deep breath in. Ready? Much better. Hold it. Release it. Push that out. Get rid of it. Nice. Solar plexus is nice and tuned now. Next is going to be up into the heart. Your heart sounds good. It could be a little stronger. Thirsty for some frequency. Yeah. It's gonna get loud for a second because I just hear something and I don't know. It's something that's not, it's not huge. There, that just set the tone. was something that was just slightly off in the bowl. I just want to make sure it was good. All right. We're going to go up to the throat. Your throat sounds pretty good. Your throat's very strong. There's like an old energy going through everything. There's something that's like just slightly off, and I think it's coming from whatever is in that root that came up through your sacral. Yeah, it's gone now. Just needed a little frequency. This is your third eye. Whoa. Powerful third eye. That's a very, very powerful third eye. That's, your perceptions are good. You're starting to focus on yourself, which is good. Is that something that is like the progression of the chakras and what you had said before about the old energy? Is this something you're coming out of? You're starting to focus on yourself, working towards something? Because that's what it feels like in the bowls. It feels like you've been working on yourself. You're trying, but you're frustrated. But your third eye there, that's really really strong. Yes, okay. Wow, third eye and crown, you got it. You got it. Listen to that crown, you are really connected. Really connected. Your crown's open, you're letting things go. You just gotta, you had that block down in the sacral and solar, and that's your creative space. I don't know, something, I keep hearing new opportunity, or something's coming, a new beginning, a new opportunity, something's coming out of that sacral. That's what was holding you back. You have to watch that solar plexus. Don't let people frustrate you. You have to learn to let it go. You have to learn to walk away and say no thank you. You can keep that energy. And if you take any of it in, you go home and you focus on that, take a couple deep breaths, let it go out through the crown. You have a very, very powerful, are you like a healer or a reader? Because you have a lot of energy. You're welcome. You have a lot of strong energy in a third eye and crown. Very, very strong energy. It's like a starseed energy. Starseed. You are so welcome, honey. You needed that. You needed that clearance. Keep an eye on that sacral and that solar. Yep. I'm going to be setting up, I am going to be setting up some stuff over on Patreon. We are on YouTube. We are on Patreon. Patreon's where I have my tiers. Everything is, I was supposed to do it tonight, but I stayed on here and did tunings instead. That's okay, though. But I'm going to get some more tiers set up on Patreon. I'm going to try and do that tomorrow. And there's going to be different stuff. I want to start classes. We are going to start something that is geared and aimed towards parents that have kids with autism. Because my oldest son, I adopted 3 children. My oldest is 10 years old, is nonverbal, high spectrum, PTSD. He had a lot of issues with his parents. I am a starseed. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you for letting me tune you. Thank you. I love seeing new people on here. Yeah, I want to start some programs. We're looking to do a nonprofit. So I'm probably going to be doing more lives like this, because I'm looking to set up a nonprofit called David's House. That's my oldest son. And the sound therapy changed his whole life. Like the story of David is one of the most amazing. My people that have been with me for 5 and 6 years, we got David 4 years ago. We've been on TikTok over 5 years now, and we have a really large family. And we used to do crystals and stuff, and now I'm just moving more into my sound therapy, my passion. We had amazing results with sound therapy with my oldest son, and yeah, even his younger brother Charlie was severely delayed. He was born premature, born addicted, had abandonment stuff going on because the mom, you know, they were gone. And so we got Charlie at 7 days old, and they expected him to be just like David. And David was at a point where he was basically, they called him feral. And we stepped in, because if we didn't step in, we didn't even know what we were doing. I never worked with autistic children, never was around autistic children, neither was my wife. Um, we just had to, because he was going to be institutionalized. He self-harmed really bad, and he was just totally out of control. David, if you see David now, which on YouTube and Patreon, I can put David on. I can't do it on TikTok because they don't allow children on here. But I can do it over on YouTube and Patreon. So I might do like a Patreon. I could do a YouTube video, so it's up there if you want to follow us on the Sound of Stardust on YouTube and the Sound of Stardust on Patreon. Patreon, I'm allowed to go live as long as I'm sitting with him. But he's a different kid. There's people that wouldn't, if he is not having it, besides his tics, but his tics aren't like they used to be. So sometimes he's acting totally normal. People wouldn't even know he's autistic. And my friends and family that are on here, that's my Stardust family. They know, they've been around since we got them, and the meltdowns, epic meltdowns that he had. And he is doing so good. And he was an extreme case. And we watched his baby brother Charlie, his delays go away. They got sound therapy, Reiki. They got, orgone. I have an orgone chamber. And they got Rife technology. It was all frequency except for the Reiki. Reiki's frequency though. And he's doing amazing. So it changed his life, and I want to bring this because I know the frustration, for one, because we started working with David, and we didn't even know what we were doing. And we figured it out. A few bumps and bruises, because when he had a meltdown, you had to kind of watch out. You had to be careful. But I can very much sympathize with what parents go through. And like when we had the center and everything, we did have a couple moms used to bring their kids up there because they loved being up there, and they would be calm up in my center that I had. Unfortunately, if you don't know the story of Stardust, we had a beautiful wellness center, and it was a community center in West Haven, New Haven, Connecticut. We had a disaster there, and we've been going through legal stuff for 2 years. So that's the story there. But I'm gonna go. I am a little tired, but I like that. I really enjoyed doing this tonight. That was great. So I love doing it, and we're probably gonna do it again. Maybe Friday we'll do a little more, because Blondie, I wanted to tune your butt. Peace out, peace out. I think Mark was on here too. I think Mark wanted tuning too, but we had so many people. But we'll get caught up on Friday. Maybe we'll do some more on Friday. All right, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for joining my live. We got to get a little better lighting. Some of my lights ran out of batteries and went out, so we get a little better lighting back here. I love you guys, and you have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys soon. We'll be on Friday night. I think I'm going to do another live Friday night. That would be cool. All right, guys. I love you. Have a great night. 4:39. $0.13 for 88 active fans? Are you crazy? Oh, TikTok, you are a cheap ass. 9, you completed 2 challenges. New stage reached. It's good. Connected. Ooh. Take a nice deep breath. Let that day go. In through the nose. Hold it for a second. It's good. Connected. Ooh. Take a nice deep breath. Let that day go. In through the nose. Hold it.